It's the 2K Sport.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm a pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Soda Center as they face off against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, they need some wins to start adding up here in a hurry. More or less half the season behind us, and they are still struggling. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
A lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like, I know this is our, 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel it a little bit. That's how those guys feel.
I didn't know the midpoint was the 82nd game. But anyway, injuries start to take a toll.
No, but we've done 82 games. Doesn't mean the team.
We've done a lot of games in our role here in the
right. We get 2 games a night, remember?
On the set.
Yeah, anyway, I was saying the injuries, they start to take a toll. Not just the big ones, the little ones.
Hope you're practicing, man.
Always. You'll see tonight.
I don't doubt it, but I'll be the one putting on the real show.
Not a vibe that thing for everybody. You better start warming up now if you want to be anywhere near my level.
Always a talker, freak. See you out there, man.
The Suns are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. To spend a Monday night then with the 2K Sports team and the NBA. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. And still injured, Ty Lawson.
Yeah, I hear you, Kevin, but really, it's an issue for both teams in regards to the injury situation.
Chris Humphries, Otto Porter. Rockets trail by 6. Brandon Knight. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin McHale had a few moments for me. We talked about how they can best press their advantages in this game, and he told me that he expects their shot blocking to play an important role. He said, listen, obviously we want to keep them on the perimeter as much as possible, but with our length and timing, we can also bottle them up inside. And Kevin, he's hoping that'll help them secure their second win in this season series.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
Sounds like they'd like to keep this a low-scoring affair. This could be one of those grind-it-out kind of games.
And I'm sure that would suit them just fine. It may not be what the fans want to see or hear, but a win is a win. Come on now. A W is a W, and that's what you're playing for.
And it's the Suns with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
And I think that's exactly what they have to do, guys. Don't dwell on the final score. Think about the things you did well and move forward and take it from there.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Freak with it. He's picked up by Ariza. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Cody Zeller's checked in for Monty Eunice. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Barbosa in for Patrick Beverly. And both free throws good from Freak. Rockets trail by 5. Now here is Barbosa. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. That one off the back iron and out.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Knight kicks to Freak. And the rebound goes to Howard. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's stolen by Morris. Porter with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Minnesota. Humphries the pass to Morris. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard. For Phoenix, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
You know, this season versus last, they've seen a decrease in their success at the free throw line.
And the Rockets making a change here. Monty Eunice has checked in. And Morris drops them both. Rockets trail by 7. Now Barbosa. Harden right side. Uncovered. Buries the jump shot. Harden's got 7.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Suns lead by 8.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the orange.
The Rockets shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Barbosa kicks to Harden. Lays it up and banks it in. 9 points in the game so far.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Knight dishes to Freak. Pass to Humphries. Humphries off a pick from Clutch. Humphries kicks to Freak. Wing shot on the way. That's good. Clutch has got 7 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Barbosa. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Knight. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. That's good from Porter on the assist by Freak. And it's a 10-point Suns lead.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
For Phoenix, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Morris with a screen on Barbosa. Knight passes to Morris. Here's Porter. Off the iron that time.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Here's Harden. The baseline jumper goes down. Harden's got 11 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Knight dishes to Humphries. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. And the Suns lead by 8.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Barbosa kicks to Harden. To the inside. Brewer. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Barbosa.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. They'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw drops for Barbosa. KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for James Harden. And Barbosa drops them both. 1:21 left to play here in the first. It's Knight with the drive. Got that one up quick. Knight's got his first basket.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Kicks it to McDaniels. And some nice passing there by Houston. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Zeller, a screen on Knight. Here's Barbosa. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Suns leading by 4. Knight on the wing, covered by Barbosa. Humphries with the bucket.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Barbosa against Knight. Barbosa's shot is off.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
Feeds it to Brewer. And that's good for 2. Brewer's got his second basket of the night. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Suns lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And earlier, we heard from Dwight Howard, and it's very clear how much he appreciates his head coach, Kevin McHale.
It's been great since day one. You know, it's been amazing. After games, he's always sending me messages before games, you know, just telling me, you know, what he did to make himself better. You know, so I've just been trying to do those things.
What a difference a change of location makes, especially when James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. Morris is checked in for Phoenix. Clutch comes in for Booker. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Markieff Morris and Alex Len are the bigs. Clutch out there at Bledsoe. And it's Warren in at the 3 spot.
Harden doing it all. He's got 13 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James Harden. Harden hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here is Bledsoe. He has 7. Inside. Pass to Morris. Puts one up from 19. And here's Freak over in the corner, Warren. Morris outside, tipped away, and stolen by Ariza. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wolves made a big difference. He had 21 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence.
Exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Morris with the screen for Bledsoe. Shot off the screen. It's tipped. They get it back. And here's a group of players that have really been showcasing their versatility recently. The leading three-point shooters among centers and power forwards over the last 10 games. Number 1, Markieff Morris.
And maybe most of the time a coach doesn't want to see his center or power forward drifting away from the hoop, but that's not the case with him.
It most certainly is not. I mean, when your three-point shot is that reliable and that lethal, I mean, you have to use it if you've got a guy on your team that can shoot it like that. Maybe they sacrifice some size in the paint when he goes outside, but they're usually 3 points richer because of it.
Houston making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Howard. Montejunas comes in for KJ McDaniels. And it's Barbosa in for Patrick Beverly. And then for Phoenix, Chris Humphries has checked in for Len. Porter comes in for Warren. And it's Brandon Knight in for Eric Bledsoe.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Morris a screen. Knight kicks to Morris. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Harden. Averaging about 23 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
Well, his mindset allows him to stack those points up. He wants to carry the load, and clearly he does.
And so here is Houston. They trail by 3. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And what a heck of a performance for them, particularly offensively. I mean, there were stretches of that game where everything seemed to be falling.
Ball movement was superb, majestic, and they got good shots and they made them. So it wasn't a surprise, but the ball movement was the key.
Assist goes to Freak.
The Rockets have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
The Rockets have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. Free throw drops for Harden. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Morris a screen. Knight into the lane. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Brandon Knight. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Knight. Knight hits them both. Now here's Harden. 20 points for him. Teardrop shot. He lays it in. Harden's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Barbosa with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Clutch the pass tonight. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Wants to get it to Morris and does. And the shot is good. Morris has got 14.